Oh, holy smoke. Hey, hey. Welcome. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. Are you wearing your green? Is everybody wearing green today? So welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Episode 118 of the Nooner on St. Patrick's Day. I'm your host, David Bradley. Coming to you live, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is the Nooner, Noontime Nuggets about sales, business, and life. I am your host with a funky caller, David Bradley. Let me give you a couple things about me as we're going into this. Today we're going to be talking about 5 quotes about luck for St. Patrick's Day. We're going to talk about the luck of the Irish, what that means really, and its origin, which I think is fascinating. And I'm going to relate it all back to what? Sales, business, and life. Because that's what we do on the Nooner. Every weekday, give or take, Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. I come in here, I deliver a noontime nugget about sales, business, your life. Look, you've had food for your body. You've had fuel for the body. I want to give you some fuel for your brain. Motivation is fuel. You got to keep it coming in or you're going to lose it. You're going to find yourself unmotivated, uninterested. Green for luck, that's right. Laura, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Bill leaves a comment, green for luck, which is absolutely correct. Man, I live on the central coast of California. It's been very, very dry. We got a big fat drought going on. But let me tell you something. Over the last couple months or so, because of the El Nino deal, it's been raining and it is beautiful green out here. So maybe I'll just do a scope or a meerkat one of these days from outside so you guys can take in the beautiful green central coast of California. So I'll introduce myself proper. My name is David Bradley. I'm a sales and marketing manager with Grant Cardone. Been doing that for 5 years now. Started March of 2011. Been following Grant since 2003 when Grant's technology took me from barely surviving in sales to thriving in it. A lot of times when you find yourselves in a selling situation, it's kind of a sink or swim deal. I didn't sink. Certainly wasn't swimming, though. So it's more like treading water. So when I found Grant's content and Grant's material, boom, it finally went right for me. And I was able to make a very good living for myself, survive the big fat recession of 2008. And in 2011, I got a chance to come give this back to other people. All the things that I got that helped me become successful in selling, I was able to give back. And I love what I do, and I love helping people. That's basically what I'm in. I'm in the help business. But 2 other things you want to know about me. Author of a book called How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone, also about help. Smoked cigarettes for about 15 years. I couldn't quit. Found a way to stop, though. Big difference between stopping and quitting, and that's the topic of the book. How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone. You can get more on that up on the Amazon. Oh, nice, Bill. Thank you for the clover. You can get more about that book on Amazon, or you can go to stopdon'tquit.com for a little bit more information about that. Third thing on me is I'm the founder of a hashtag called Rich Man's Gym. I just saw the coolest profile here. Whose profile pic is that? Seed with a $sign for the S. I love your profile pic. That's fantastic. Third thing on me, I'm the founder of a hashtag called Rich Man's Gym. Home-based strength and conditioning for body, mind, and spirit. I don't think you got to go to the gym to get in the best shape of your life. This morning I went down to the beach over here. They got this nice set of stairs, about 90 flights or 90 steps. Run up and down those things as many times as you can. You do 20 push-ups at the top, set a timer for 20 minutes. That's a workout right there, right? I didn't need to go to a cookie-cutter gym. I didn't need to wipe off somebody's sweaty treadmill. I didn't need to wait in line. I just got in there, got after it, came home. Done. Love it. Okay, this is all about how do you become stronger, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Marco Bernini showed up. Man, long time no see, brother. Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out today on the Nooner. We're going to be talking about, and I'm just going to jump into it now because Marco showed up, so now I feel obligated to just hit it. So today, we're talking about luck. As you guys know, when I do the Nooners, I like to define words. I like to, just that way we know what we're talking about. We're not just sort of assuming it means something that it doesn't. So we're going to look at the word luck. We're going to look at the phrase luck of the Irish, and then I'm going to deliver 5 quotes that I found about luck, which I think really help define what luck is and how you can be lucky. So who's wearing green? I got my green on. Okay, Marco, are you wearing green today? Seed, are you wearing green? Laura, you wearing green? Bill, you got your green on? You better have your green on. You're the closest one in this group to Ireland, so I hope you're wearing your green, unless you're saluting the crown in rebellion. But if not, you know what happens, though? You get pinched. So I'm wearing my green. All right, so let's define luck. If you go to Google, it says success or failure, because you got good luck, bad luck. So success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own actions. I know you're Italian, Marco Bernini. Hello. Luck is also a verb, so a chance to find or acquire. So somebody lucked out, right? If you go to the etymology of luck, which I think is an important thing to know where words come from, it's early Middle Dutch, L-U-C, luck. It's a shortening of Gluck, which is G-H-E-L-U-C, which means happiness, good fortune. Okay, then the Germans got a hold of it and became Glück, which also means good fortune or good luck. If I'm mispronouncing that to all of you Germans out there, I apologize. But good luck as a salutation to one setting off to do something is from 1805. And then the expression better luck next time started in about 1802. So we've had this thing almost over 200 years now, okay? So, now what? Let's talk about luck of the Irish. UPS driver just asked if I'm listening to politics. No, not yet. I hope we don't get into that. Well, we might. So let's talk about where does the term luck of the Irish come from. Bill says, Shortall is an Irish name even though I'm an Englishman. Man, you must be confused. That's confusing. So luck of the Irish. So here's what's interesting. I did some research on this. This is actually an American term. The phrase luck of the Irish started here in the good old US of A. And what we think of it now is that, good stuff happens, or you get lucky, or you just, that little Irish people have extreme good fortune. But there's a guy who is a professor of history at Holy Cross College, named Edward O'Donnell, and he says this. This is so fascinating. He says, during the gold and silver rush years in the second half of the 19th century, a number of the most famous and successful miners were of Irish and Irish-American birth. So over time, this association with the Irish winning so much in mining led to the expression of luck of the Irish. And unfortunately, this carried with it a certain tone. I don't know if you know this or not, but there was a great prejudice in this country for a very long time about Irish people. They were not deemed upper class. They were not deemed worthy of large society. They were typically very much working class. The Irish built the Titanic, okay? But they couldn't get a ticket on it, right? So if you think about that era, during the Civil War and the potato famine, Irish people were coming over here, and the first thing they did, they were starving. They're like, here, go kill some Southerners. Welcome. You want some food? No problem. Pick up this gun, go whack people you don't know. That was their entry point into this country, and they were looked at as they just didn't have a good. I'm trying to figure out how to do this and not get political. But there were some other, there's some other races and classes at that point that they just sort of fell into. Okay, if you look at your history, the impression or the view of a black man was not strong. They didn't think they thought they were an inferior race. This is not my belief. This is the belief of back then. Just to get clear on that, they felt that they were an inferior race. Okay, and they treated them as such. Even people that didn't believe in slavery had this mindset. Okay, it's horrible. But guess what? The Irish fell right into that same statute. Okay, in terms of belief, how they were treated, what they were viewed as. Okay, so just let's see. James says, I always put green on when we celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I did hear about all this when I was in high school. Well, good. So the luck of the Irish, literally what this tells me is that, so you've got this group of people who don't believe Irish people are of, good stock, or that they're a worthy race. They're inferior, okay? And these guys, what are they doing though? They go west, they hustle, they push, they grind, they bust their ass, and you know what? They strike gold. But for the rest of society at that point, it was a really difficult thing to wrap their head around. Hey, how did these inferior people do that? They must be lucky. He got lucky. So what does that tell us about sales and business and life? And so how many times have we can all take responsibility for our own actions and our own thoughts, and see somebody knock it out of the park and decide that there's no way they could have done that on their own. They had help. They got lucky. They were born into it. So what this gives you is a really cool opportunity to recognize what, which is where I transition right into my 5 quotes. That luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Now this quote, a lot of people get credit for it, but if you whittle it down, this goes to Seneca. Seneca is a Roman Stoic philosopher. He was an advisor to Nero, who was an emperor. Okay, so think about this. Luck is what happens when success, or when preparation meets opportunity. Success can be viewed the exact same way. That's where I was going with that. So if you want to get lucky, you better make sure that you're prepared, so that when opportunity presents itself, that's the only piece of this that could be deemed chance or happenstance or providence, that you are prepared to handle the opportunity when it arrives. But I'm going to go a step further, because the next quote comes from my man Grant Cardone, which is, the harder I work, the luckier I get. What if, this is a big what if not only can you get prepared, Marco says, love that, thank you. What if not only can you be prepared, but you can literally create your own opportunity? You can literally generate your own opportunity. What if you could do that? Then luck really isn't anything but your ability to hustle hard, to work hard, to bust your backside, right? Jose Garza just showed up. Thank you for being there, okay? So where we transition into this is, I'm going to go back a little bit further. Success is simply a matter of luck. Ask any failure. That's Earl Wilson. So this touches back on what I was saying about the luck of the Irish. These people that didn't strike it rich, that didn't go out, that didn't take the risk, that didn't get in a wagon and haul their ass all the way across the great United States of America, and all the things that come from that, not only getting some pretty angry natives killing you, but you've got the environment in terms of weather, you've got animals that are hungry, okay? All those different things. You get through all that, and then you go dig a hole that you spend days in, weeks in, months in, years in, and then finally, boom, you strike it rich. But you also have to understand geology. You have to understand geometry. You have to have smarts, and you have to recognize what other minerals could be leading to gold or silver, and then you go in there and you pluck it out of the ground, okay? And then that guy's lucky. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Success is simply a matter of luck. Ask any failure. So for those that can't take it, for those who didn't believe it could be done, they need to recognize, or they're trying to recognize, that they could have done that. I could have done that. Damn it, that could have been me. He got lucky. That's how they justify it. That's how they make sense of it. That guy got lucky. That's all he's good for. Okay? So Bill says, hard work judged as luck by others who look down on that cohort of society. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So here's another great one from Ralph Waldo Emerson. And so Earl Wilson, Ralph Waldo Emerson, these are old school guys. They've been around. They've been around for a while. Okay, so their concept of luck and success kicked in before Facebook, before the internet, before television, before radio. Okay, shallow men believe in luck. Strong men believe in cause and effect. Okay, so that brings us right back to this whole thing. You create your own luck. The harder I work, the luckier I get. Success or luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Shallow men believe in luck. Strong men believe in cause and effect. Okay, and even the best poker players will tell you that it is a game of skill. It's not a game of chance. And you don't play the cards. You play the opponent. You read him. Not that I'm any good at this. But you read them and you make a decision based on your knowledge. So there's a real skill in being able to read the other person, figure out what's going on in their head, okay? Know what you have, know what other people might have, and then make a play. That's skill. There's no luck in poker. The only luck in poker is for the losers. Again, shallow men believe in luck. Strong men believe in cause and effect. Okay? So in your life, your business, what are you doing to cause your own luck? Are you the cause of what happens in your life? Are you the effect of somebody else's? What does Grant say all the time? You can go to work for two people. You can go to work for yourself to make your own dreams come true. You can go to work for somebody else to make their dreams come true. Okay, so strong men believe in cause and effect. This is Ralph Waldo Emerson. Okay, fifth one, and I just think it's funny because you got to throw some humor into this thing. It's from a comedian named Stephen Wright. He's very dry wit humor. He says, "I busted a mirror and got 7 years bad luck, but my lawyer thinks he can get me 5." I think that's hysterical. So, and the moral of that, the lesson to that, though, is so often in this society and in the world we're in right now, we're always trying to get out of paying the piper. We're always trying to get out of not having to pay the price. There is no shortcut. None. Everybody that's ever reached a high level of success, everybody who's ever reached a high level of success has had to bust their ass. They've had to work hard. They've had to suffer, work long days, long nights, not a lot of sleep. Okay? They have to do things they're not comfortable with. They have to get out of their comfort zone. Okay? They have to work and they have to earn it. But they're literally creating their own luck. So, to bring this full circle, if you have not seen Cardone University as a tool to create your own luck, I want to show it to you. Not only, right, because if luck is when preparation meets opportunity, and I said this earlier, you can quite literally use Cardone University to prepare yourself to handle any selling situation you find yourself in. But in addition to that, because we just launched our new cold calling content and we've just revamped our prospecting material, I'm going to show you exactly what you can do to create your own opportunities as well. So it's a double whammy, this program. You can get access to it as an individual user for $9.95. If you've got a sales team that needs help, give me a call and I'm going to show you exactly what we can do to make sure every one of your sales guys is able to create their own luck. Here's how to get a hold of me. 310-777-0352. You can email me, david@grantcardone.com. You can visit me on the web at cardonesolutions.com. 75% of what we do here is 100% free. My job is to help you get better. If I can do that for you, please reach out to me. This has been episode 118 of The Nooner. Appreciate you guys being here. If you missed this or you're coming in late, I'll have this up on YouTube in a couple hours. Have a great day. Happy St. Patty's Day. Hey, and if you're drinking, no driving, because you'll spill your drink. I'm kidding. No drinking and driving. Thank you for being here. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow.